What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware, so any topics, email them to me at tishadediva@gmail.com.
What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and you already know what time it is. This is for my ladies. Welcome back, you all, to another episode and another season of This is for my ladies podcast. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to This is for my ladies, streaming on 12 podcast platforms. Yes, you are. This is for my ladies is on 12 podcast platforms. So wherever you consume podcasts, if you search This is for my ladies or Tisha the Diva, there I shall be, okay? So also, I just want to let you all know that you can become a supporter of This for My Ladies for just $9.99 a month. Yes, that is it. $9.99 a month, you all. Like, that's nothing. I heard Netflix has increased y'all monthly subscriptions. I'm just saying, you give $9.99, $4.99, or 99 cents. That's just where it stops at. You don't have to worry about the monthly subscription increasing and all that stuff like that. No, you just give a set amount. Or if you do want to give more, of course, you could just always cash out me, money symbol, Tisha the Diva, TICIATHEDIVA. And your donations and contributions are definitely and greatly appreciated. So, with that being said, you all, welcome to a new week. I am extremely excited. Listen, I'm so thankfully Black, okay? And y'all know that was last week's episode, Thankfully Black. I just talked about different, self-care practices that I was able to do last week. I went and got my first sugar Brazilian wax and armpit. Well, I had my armpits in a Brazilian wax before, but this is my first time sugaring. Ladies, let me tell you, if your esthetician is still using hard wax, I'm going to need for you to cancel every single appointment that you have with her. Let her know, sis, is no hard feelings, but you're using hard wax on me and it hurts. I can't take it. It's excruciating. I don't know if it's excruciating for you, but it's excruciating for me. So you are old faithful, good old Groupon. Yes, you all, when I tell you Groupon is still the shit. It is still the place. It is still it. Oh my goodness. I just can't express it enough. Groupon is still amazing as ever. I find almost everything that I'm looking for on Groupon, especially when it comes to the healthcare portion of my life or anything. I know that if I want to find anything, any type of knickknacks or anything that I'm looking for a oil change, let me check Groupon, some cheap Groupons. I'm looking for a wax person that I want to try out. Let me check Groupon. I'm looking to get a massage. Let me check Groupon. Groupon is just literally A1 for that. I really need a sponsorship with Groupon. They gave Tiffany Haddish a sponsorship, an endorsement. I need an endorsement deal with Groupon because literally, Groupon is a shit and I still love it. I love it. So let me just tell you about my wax experience. So I started getting waxes. My first wax was officially by a professional. Me and one of my, old ex best friends, we found a lady, a place on Groupon. We were in Georgia. That's when we had did the Georgia's carnival, where you dress up in like the traditional, what is it? We didn't do the Juve, because it was like the day before and I didn't fly in until like the next day. But like the traditional carnival attire, it was so much fun. So anyway, that was my first time waxing, because literally, if you all see the outfits, y'all know that they are very revealing. You know that everything is pretty much out. And yeah, I mean, it was good. The lady was great. You could definitely tell that, she was very, very seasoned. She was a vet. She knew what she was doing. Yes, it did hurt, but it was not the worst. That was not the worst that I've had. I think my last one that I had in June back at home, I won't say the name, because I have heard people like my close friends have really, really good experiences with this person. But yeah, I was flipping off the table. Like I was flipping off the table. It was hurting. But I had other waxes, like, since then, in between them. But that one was just like, Jesus. But anyway, sugaring is amazing. So I found this lady on Groupon. I booked the appointment for the following day. I wanted to get my underarms done. And that was only like $20. So I was just like, cool. So, went, and it's just like this big gooey ball, like golden. It's golden. It's like gooey. Like, I can't even explain what it looks like, but it was just like, I can't even explain like the consistency that it gave, but it was just like gold. It was just like gold. And she was just like rubbing it in her hands, and she was talking to me and all that stuff or whatever. And you know, she just started or whatever. It's just like you kind of like roll it back or whatever. I wasn't really looking. I was just like, praying that like, I hope it just don't, really, really like hurt. But it was good. It was good. I'll definitely check her out again, and I'll definitely go back. And I asked her, like, how did she get into waxing? And she was just like, it was a horrible experience. She was in school to be an esthetician. And, there was a course, a portion, and, the curriculum where they would have to do waxing. So she was just like, let me just go and get one. And she was like, it was a failed experience. It was the worst experience of her life. She was just like, literally, the lady had took the skin off, like, of her like lips. She was just like, it was flesh. She was like, it was burning. It was just irritating. She was just like, it was just the worst experience. So when she, got home or whatever, she was like, took a mirror, looked down there. She was just like, literally, the lady pulled her skin off. Like, she said, it was flesh. She was like, imagine just taking like the top layer of your skin off and just exposing that. She was like, she went to the emergency room, had to get antibiotics and just all of that stuff or whatever. And then she was just like, after that, she just looked into just the natural ways of waxing. And, she had came up, stumbled upon sugar waxing. So that's how that came about. So, and that's basically how I ended up there. I heard about sugar waxing before, and I couldn't find too many people in Virginia that were doing sugar waxing. And if they were, like, I guess maybe I just probably wasn't trying to pay the price of that because, listen, I'm still on a budget, period. But anyway, so yeah, the lady that I went to on Groupon, it was $25, but on Black Friday it was like 21.75. I would have definitely took the 21.75, but either way, it was good. And then I found a massage on Groupon. Let me tell y'all, that was the first time anybody walked on my back. Do you hear me? Like, sis was walking on my back. So they have like these bars at the top of the ceiling, and get my massage, and I hear her. It's just like although like my eyes are closed, like I hear her. I'm like, sis is getting on the bed. Oh, she on the bed. Oh, okay. She like got her knees all in me. Like I feel her. Like everything she was doing, I it's like if I was to give a massage, I could definitely mimic what she was doing, although my head was down and my eyes was closed. I knew what she was doing. I knew what she was doing. So anyway, so she climbs on the bed, giving me the massage and all that stuff, whatever. Then, she stands up. She's still on the bed. And I just hear her. Like, I didn't see the bars when I first got there. I wasn't like looking at the ceiling and all that stuff. I just walked into the room. I'm like, okay, let me get undressed. Let me get on the bed. And okay, boom, face down. Okay, boom. So, I heard her stand up on the bed, and then I heard her like grab him. I'm like, it's poles on the ceiling. Like, and I heard her grab the pole, and next thing you know, I feel 1 foot, I feel 2 feet. And sis is literally walked up and down my back, all the way up to like the nape of my neck where my kitchen is. Like her toes was up there all the way. She walked all the way down my back, down my legs, down my calf, down my ankle, down the heel, down the base of my foot, down to my toes. Literally, she had literally walked the plank on me. Okay, I'm not lying. Best massage I've ever experienced. I need to go back, but now I'm experiencing back pain, and not back pain because of what she did. I'm about to come on my cycle. I know my body, and I know that literally, like when I come on my cycle, it's like one part in my back that literally be hurting so bad. So what I'm probably gonna do is I might start scheduling, you know, massages once a month closer to my cycle time, just to kind of like help with that, because literally like it's been hurting so bad. And I got a massage like literally on what, Tuesday, and here it is, like almost a week later, and it's just like my back is hurting. But again, I know my body, I know my cycle, and it's that time. And every time my back start hurting like this, it's because I'm about to start my cycle. But anyway, so that was that. You guys, I also over the weekend purchased my first live Christmas tree. It is so beautiful. Like, it is one of oh my goodness. I just, if you follow me on like Instagram, if you follow Tisha the Diva, then you've seen, literally like the process. You've seen everything that I basically did, and you just saw the process of me putting up the tree. I did it in 2 days. Yes, it took me 2 days because I did have to work. And then when I got off, what I did was so pretty much 96% of my decorations came from the Dollar Tree. I'm not even gonna say 96 because the tree came from like Home Depot, and it came with a stand. But anyway, 96% of my decorations was from Dollar Tree, and the other 4% that I used came from Big Lots, and Big Lots had like a 40% whatever percentage off of whatever. And this was like on Black Friday. So that's pretty much where I got all majority of my decorations from Dollar Tree. So, Dollar Tree has these like little raggedy, cheap little string that, you gotta all the string comes like tied in like one knot, and you gotta unstring. When I saw it, I was immediately turned off and I left them. Like, I didn't pick up any ornaments that didn't have string already ready to hang. But then I was just like, of course I need some balls. I don't want to have to go anywhere else and spend more than what I would like. So I'm like, okay, if I just got to hand do them, then I'll just hand do them. So, I started, getting the balls or whatever. So I went into Big Lots, and what I noticed in Big Lots was, even though that the ornaments were a little bit more expensive, they too needed to be, hooked and stringed and all that stuff. So I was just like, okay, well, I ain't do too bad by getting all these, you know, ornaments from Dollar Tree. So after I got some more ornaments and lights and all that stuff, whatever, basically, to complete my tree, I found some hooks and I pre-hooked all of the ornaments the same, like, after I got the tree up and got some of the stuff up or whatever, I had came home when I got off of work and I pre-hooked all of the balls or the ornaments or whatever, so that when I would do it the next day, it would just be a breeze. I would just really just shooting through it versus having to stop, pull out an ornament, hook it, hang it, and repeat. I didn't want to do that. So I pretty much pre-hooked all of them. And I mean, you guys, whoever follows me on Instagram or Facebook, you all saw the end result. It was beautiful. Like, it's beautiful. I love it. It's amazing. And yeah, I'm pleased. Like, literally, I know for me, doing the wax, getting the massage and putting up the Christmas tree, that is like that type of tradition and comfort that I feel like when I'm at home, because that's stuff that I would do at home. The Christmas tree like literally like looks identical to like how my grandmother Christmas tree would look. Like, I swear to God, no lie. It really looks like, something, a product of my grandmother, which I love. I completely love, and it literally warms my heart every time I get to see it, because it literally reminds me so much of her, and I love it. I really, really love it. And I'm happy with it. So, and that's just pretty much like where I have been this week, just in that place where anything that feels familiar, anything that feels familiar and that's comforting, I've been basically chasing and going after that feeling, like, relentlessly. Going to the beach today, like you all know. And again, like I said, if you follow me on social media, you all know that I took a trip to Laguna Beach, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So, like, one of my coworkers and, a friend of mine was just like, yes, definitely check out Laguna Beach. It's beautiful. It's nice, all that stuff, whatever. And I was just like, okay, cool. So, I woke up bright and early. I wake up, I'm still on East Coast time. I'm trying to break it. It's hard, but I still wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm just up, just laying down, trying to go back to sleep and all that stuff or whatever. But anyway, so, I woke up this morning and, I was just basically just preparing myself for the day, just my spirit, my energy, just everything, I poured me a little glass of mimosa, yeah, know. But yeah, and I was just like, I was like, I want to go to a vineyard. I'm in California. There's vineyards. So I was, researching some vineyards and all that stuff or whatever. And I was like, oh, my coworker told me about Laguna Beach. Maybe I just hit up Laguna Beach or whatever. I was like, I got wine in the fridge. Like, I can go to a vineyard anytime. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm probably go buy some plants because I want to buy some plants for my room and the bathroom and all that stuff or whatever, like the tree plants. So I was like, I'd probably go to a nursery, but I was like, first, it's time for a nap. You've been up for almost like 3.5 hours. It's time for you to relax. So I ended up falling asleep for a minute. I was about to say like an hour and a half, but it was way longer than an hour and a half. I went just back to sleep around like 8. I got back up around like 12 because when I put the address in my GPS, when I decided, I was just like, you know what? I was just going to chill out today, but I'm going to just go ahead and just drive to Laguna Beach. I'm going to just go. But I had intentions of like washing my clothes. So I had separated my clothes and all that stuff or whatever. Because I was like, I'm going to go to the laundromat once I leave Laguna Beach and all of that stuff. Or if I see a laundromat in Laguna Beach, I'm going to stop. And I did see one there, but I was like, I ain't about to do that shit right now. It's probably high as hell. I'll wait till I get back home. But anyway, so, I set out to go to Laguna Beach. I stopped, made sure I had plenty of gas, filled up my tank. Like, again, California is huge. And that's like literally one of the things that you do not want to happen is you run out of gas while you're here. So anyway, filled up my tank and I hit the road. I hit the interstate to go there. And literally, like, I'm cruising and all that stuff or whatever. And I get detoured. Like, my arrival time, my ETA was like 3:03. And then literally 8 minutes was added to the GPS. And I'm like, okay, 8 minutes, that's nothing or whatever, because it was like, it would be delayed time. Then they came back and was just like, oh yeah, estimated time in traffic is going to be about 16 minutes. There's a major crash. Like literally, like one car flipped over, one car like literally up the hill. I'm just like, what in the world? Man, I'm thinking like, you know what? Maybe I'll just go another day. Maybe I'll just check this out like another time. Because this traffic, I ain't trying to sit in it. I got other things that I could be doing. I got my laundry with me. I could just go to the laundromat. But I'm like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and just set forth on my journey to where I'm going and go to my destination. I'm going to just get there, even if I don't have that much time to spare, but I had plenty of time. So literally, like, the sun was to set like in 2 hours and like 43 minutes. And I was just like, you know what? At least if I get there, I'll catch the sunset. Oh my gosh, you all. Like, it was like the most beautiful sight I've ever seen. It was so peaceful. It was just me. I just, it was amazing. And I can't even explain just the emotions and everything that I felt. And I'm not like saying emotions like I felt like super duper emotional and all that stuff, because I didn't. But it was just an overwhelming feeling of, just getting back to, just the things that I would do at home. If I was at home, y'all know I would be at East Beach or North End Beach or, wherever, that's just my thing. And I felt like I was getting back to that. I felt like, wow, like this is what you would normally do. This is what, this is you. So it was great. And then I decided to treat myself to a nice dinner, overlooking the ocean. I had me a drink, I had some pasta, and then, just enjoyed myself. Just enjoyed, the coolness of, the ocean wind or the ocean breeze. And it was good. It was really good. So, I mean, I really enjoyed myself. And literally, like, on my route, like when I was en route and I was thinking about like turning around, like I literally got a word. It was a word, and not just about this journey, but just in life and why I'm here, why I'm in California and all that stuff. And it was literally just push, push through, like push through. There are going to be things that come against you that's going to make you want to turn around, that just stop right there, to just give up. No, you're going to have some detours. You're going to be delayed. You're going to be stopped. You're going to be pulled over. You might get a flat tire. You might even run out of gas. Like, you may not even plan properly. You might not even have all the money for the tolls, but don't stop. Keep pushing, push through, keep going, like keep going. If I would have turned around, I don't know how my day would have been. I don't know what would have happened in my day, but I am so grateful and so thankful that I went, because it was enjoyable. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed that peace. I just enjoyed just literally spending time with myself, being within, like going within and just, just seeing just God's masterpiece with the sunset. Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I'm excited to see more stuff like that. Like, I really, really am. Very, very excited. And also, like over the weekend, I went to a fight party, which is really, really cool. Of course, I'm always trying to get social. I'm always trying to meet people. So that was really nice. I had fun. I just really miss going out. I miss dancing and emphasizing. Okay. Like, I just miss that. And I'm so ready for things to open back up. But California is literally like in a stay at home mandate, stay at home order. So ain't no going nowhere. Like, I mean, we can't. We can't. And it's not anything I mean, I'm ready to go out. But other than that, I mean, I just literally been writing down different things that, things to do in California and LA and all that stuff, and places to visit. And, I got a little list, and I just been checking little stuff off. So Laguna Beach is a checked off. Okay. But anyway, you guys, push through this week. That's pretty much like the message for you all, is to push through. I don't know what you all have going on, what it is that you're trying to do, but literally push through. I don't know, like maybe something is going to try to come up against you this week and try to stop you, or have you, to stop your journey. Push through. Like, I cannot express that enough. Like, I cannot shout it enough. Like, literally push through, you guys. I mean, when the time is right, when the space is right, I cannot just wait to share just more experiences of literally just being here in California, living here in California, and just, things that I have been through and experienced and stuff. But of course, when the time is right, I would definitely share that with you all. And not saying that the time isn't right now, but right now we're just talking about pushing through. Push. There's an acronym for push. Pray until something happens. And absolutely, absolutely. But, this week I want you to physically, like forcefully push your way through to anything, whatever it is. If you're getting to a point where you're like, oh, I want to lose some weight. Push to work out. Push to get those last little 2 sit-ups, push-ups in. Because I be like, Lord, shoot, I did 8. I'm good. But anyway, you all, yeah, definitely continue to just see whatever it is that you want. See it to the end, okay? Get through it. So that's all I have for you all this week, you all. Just push, pray until something happens. Get through it, you all. Don't forget to listen to me on 12 podcast platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to This Is For My Ladies and become a supporter, you all. I am Tisha the Diva. This is For My Ladies, and I am out.